Hi, welcome to today's little segment. And today's segment is going to be a bit controversial, I think, but then anyway, who wants to be just conventional and not touch a controversial topic, now and then? But firstly, before I start, I just want to thank everybody that's been supporting our revival, or what we say, our relaunch of this YouTube channel. And I think a lot of you will realize that I keep trying to say we, or I keep saying we. That's because I have a small team of people that are encouraging me. There's the people that are that have been saying to me to say, use your talent, use your ability, which is speaking to people. And then those of you that haven't known me, or those of you that don't know me, I've been compared for quite a number of times. I do quite a lot of events, such as like weddings, parties, whatever it is that you ask me to do. As you either compare master of ceremonies. I'm always delighted to help out and that sort of thing. But then there's people that have said to me, sometimes you do have a serious side to you. So maybe they felt that they could tap into some of my know-how or my experiences. And when I started doing this, I thought, well, anyway, it's something. But then I realized it's something that I also benefit from. So I've had experiences in my life, which is where I take all what I say from. And then I've also had situations in my life that have been of interest, controversial, and anything like that. But everything I do from the heart. So please don't mistake the fact that I'm an expert at anything like that, or I've studied these particular things or that sort of thing. No, that's not where I'm coming from. I'm coming from sharing with you certain things that I feel, certain things that I've learned over the years, and certain things that I've discussed with various people. So that's where my sort of motivation to be able to talk to people comes from. Now, please understand one thing. I'm not trying to be an out-and-out motivational speaker or inspirational speaker. My job or my thought really is this: is I'll put thoughts out there which may be just be personal views, or which might be views that I've heard. But the idea is for me to spur your thinking, to look at your own situation, because sometimes my situation might be different. We may have similar sort of thoughts in terms of what goes on in life and everything like that, or our experiences might be somewhat similar. But my experiences are basically based on myself. I'm sharing those, and hopefully it opens your mind to look at yourself, or look inward, and be able to say, if I'm faced with this, or when I was faced with this, this is what I did, and how did I come out of it, or how do I come out of it? That's the kind of situation where I want to sort of like open your mind to certain aspects of it, so that you can think and then find solutions. Because if I say to you, this is the solution, then I'll be lying to you, because each and every one of us are different individuals. Each and every one have different dynamics, and whatever happens to us in totally different ways. But the point is, I would like to sort of like get you to think for yourself and build out of that thing. And then sometimes what I will say will be controversial, to be able to get you to think, and then think on the other side and look at the other side, and then try and come up with solutions that are good and sweet for you. Not necessarily for anybody else, but for yourself, or for your relationship, or for the situation that you're in at that particular time. That's where I'm coming from. Now, we've done the introduction, which has been rather long, but then at least we've gone through that. Now, today's topic comes from one thing that I said, a previous topic that we did, which was men support your partners. Now, when I did the men support your partners thing, a lot of people did talk. A lot of women were kind of appreciative of it. They wanted to add a few things to it and that sort of thing. So we might revisit that one. But there was also talk from the men that there were certain things that they did and everything like that. And then from it stems today's topic. Today's topic is women appreciate your men. Now, I'm going to give you flat out what I think from a man's perspective, and maybe discuss it from that end. and then hopefully from that we can create a discussion. Please, once you have something to say, please put it in the comments box and everything like that. So let's get started with women, appreciate your partners. Firstly, a lot of women tend to take, and when I say a lot, and please don't mistake me, this is not directed at any particular individual or anybody. This is just me speaking generally. A lot of women have things where their partner does it and they say, when they say thank you or I appreciate it, it ends there. Appreciation doesn't really end there, as in terms of, oh, I say thank you, or I said I appreciate it and everything. Appreciation is something that you've got to show. You just can't be the receiver. And a lot of women worldwide still like the chivalry of men, and they like all that, but then they don't show the appreciation. I'm going to give you little snippets as we go along of sometimes things that are simple and you could determine as silly. Say, for instance, a gentleman opens the door for you in a supermarket, in a shop, wherever it is. You don't know that particular person, you don't know, and then you just walk by. Say no thank you, no nothing, you just walk by. You expect it because it's a man, you expect it. That in itself is being impolite. So you've got to be able to say thank you. The gentleman's held the door, thank you. That for you as a woman shows grace, shows elegance, shows style, panache of a woman that can be able to think. That's attractive to a man. That's very attractive to a man. And men are, in normal terms, very little things that you show appreciation for catch us so easily that, you'd be surprised at how much men will sing and, sing and dance about what you did to show you appreciation. Now, a lot of women will say, well, we always do show our appreciation. Fine, that's fine. And I'm not going to argue with that. But what I want to say to you is this, and I'm going to say something that's very controversial, or probably maybe controversial. If you think having sex, or if you think your partner has done something to you and then you undress and have sex with him, and that's showing that you have shown appreciation, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong on that one, because that is not showing appreciation. Appreciation is a process that shows that you are into that particular person. You like, or you appreciate that particular thing. The gestures that you show in terms of showing appreciation vary, because once you take the tool of your body to be the sign or the symbol of your appreciation, then you take away from it the part that your body and your body as part of that relationship. Say, for instance, you're in a marriage. People have what they call conjugal rights. Now, if you use that as a tool of appreciation, what about when it's the right of the man to arouse you? Or what about when it's, within your marriage? What about the situation? Is that you use that as a tool, or is that not part of your marriage? So you've got to look at that quite honestly, and you've got to ask yourselves very, very seriously. That's not a tool to show appreciation. Yes, there are certain times, and don't get me wrong, there are certain times when obviously that becomes a certain way, because maybe your partner at the time, or the person that you're with at the time, is looking for that as his form of gratification. Then you give it. Then you deal with it. But if not, is it worth you trying to show that, oh, a bit of cleavage or a bit of this and that, and then, your act is an appreciation? I don't think so. So we've got to find avenues other than using our bodies to show our appreciation. Ask ourselves the questions: do I really fully express the appreciation of what my partner's done for me? Again, I want to say to the men that are watching this, again, don't look for appreciation. Yes, this sounds like it's contradicting. Don't look or don't do things because you want to see somebody express an appreciation. Do things from the bottom of your heart, and then the appreciation comes as well. But if it doesn't come, for this goes back again to the ladies, if it doesn't come, guess what you're doing? You're sowing a seed in the gentleman or your partner of noticing, wow, she doesn't appreciate what I've done. I've taken the time to do A, B, C, D, and she doesn't seem to show the appreciation. And if you don't show that, the next time it happens again, it doesn't show that. What you do is start to build a distance between the two of you. And when you start to build a distance between the two of you, this is where the problems start. Now, you have got to be able to discern what your husband appreciates, what your partner appreciates. That only comes through via good communication. You know exactly what it is. And when he gives you something and you want to show appreciation, you show your appreciation in whatever way you think is suitable at the time. But observe and ask questions. You know, sometimes it looks silly, sometimes it looks funny, sometimes it looks odd or it sounds odd. Ask the question. Darling, oh babe, did this, when you did X, Y, Z for me, and I was doing, A, B, C, D in return as a token of my appreciation. How did you feel? Did that satisfy you that I was appreciative? Did that show my appreciation, or did I fall short? And don't get angry when the person says, no, I didn't feel that way. You're learning from each other. And as time grows on, or as your time grows together, you start to know, well, I haven't hit the mark yet. And when, I've hit the mark, then you start to realize you build a bond. Now, a lot of you will be telling me or be asking me, why are you talking about this? Now, I'm going to be very candid to you, and I'll say this openly. Some of us have been married, and some people don't, and, married and had breakups in our relationships. And when you look back, there's certain things that you look back and think, oh, I could have done better, or I should have done better because I didn't do X, Y, Z. Same thing goes for the women. Ask yourself those questions. I ask myself those questions repeatedly because I'd like to be better and grow better. So when you're trying to show your appreciation to your partner, it's not to try and trap you, or it's not to try and hold you captive or anything like that. We all make demands on each other's lives and things like that, but it's also how we receive, And the point I'm trying to make here, maybe if I'm going off a big track and everything like this, is it's beautiful to receive. We all love to receive. Everybody loves a gift. Everybody loves something. It's lovely to receive. But ask yourself, when I receive, what do I give? Sometimes you don't have to give as in, say, materialistically, or you don't have to give there and then, but then at least give back a sign or a token of appreciation, as in terms of your acts, as in terms of what you do and things like that. I mean, there's sometimes simple things, very simple things. And I'm going to be very, very, very simplistic. Imagine your partner likes a certain food and he does something that you really like. You really, really like that. What stops you the next day? Surprising him by cooking that particular food or doing something that he didn't expect, and it's there for him. It's done nicely and everything like that. And the moment that you do this and you say, you know what, darling, yesterday or whenever, you did this for me, and this is my little token of appreciation. This is to show you I'm so thankful for what you did. Believe you me, you've got that guy hook, line, and sinker. He's going to be wanting to dance around that finger so that he can get a bit more of those appreciative things. Now, earlier on when I said don't think that, when you undress and give sex and everything like that, that's the token of appreciation and that sort of thing. I can guarantee you if sex or undressing if sex is all you have to give to your relationship, you're in danger. You're in serious danger because men are hunters. We're hunters by nature. And we can, and it is possible, just as much as the women can get sex anywhere. And sometimes people do that because they think my partner doesn't show me the appreciation, doesn't show me the respect I need, and everything like that. And they go somewhere, and then it becomes a thrill for them just to try and get that particular thing. Even the way you talk to your partner is very, very important. So look at those things. Showing appreciation is a fantastic thing. You know, sometimes as women, you say to yourselves, he should be doing that anyway. You know, oh, my man bought me flowers. Oh, he's romantic, yeah, but then he should be doing that anyway. I'm worth it. Okay, you're worth it. That's absolutely fine. I agree totally. You're worth it. You're beautiful enough and worth it. But isn't he worth showing some appreciation as well for taking the effort? Because believe you me, there's you getting that and receiving that from a man who does that. There's a lot of other women, many other women who don't get that at all. So they don't get that. So you've got to be able to show that you appreciate it, and your appreciation of that particular act or whatever it is that he does, you know, you get to show it. I mean, sometimes it's very simple. Imagine your partner, and I'm just going to go off a tangent here. Imagine your partner hates shopping. It's not something he enjoys, but one day decides he'll take you shopping. He stays with you the whole period. You do your choosing, you do your whatever it is you're searching. You go from one shop, come back, you go to the next shop, and go to the next shop, and then you go to the 15th shop down the line, and then come back to the first shop where you were, just to say, no, I want to go back the other way. And he's there with you. You know, it's not much, and it's not something that you would look at and think, oh, he should be doing it. I'm good company anyway, and that sort of thing. Fine, you're good company, you're beautiful, whatever it is. But isn't he worth showing isn't he worth showing the appreciation for him having taken the time? Because you know that's not something that he does pretty well, you know. So it's important for us to be able to do things like that, you know, be able to team up and show our appreciation. You know, he buys you a bunch of flowers. So what? You know, it's just flowers. They're gonna die in a few days. You don't. Oh, thank you. You put them in a vase. End of story. And you say you show your appreciation? Come on, let's look at it that way. Man goes out sometimes just to surprise you, buys you a bottle of perfume, and you're like, oh, thank you. What is it? How do you show your appreciation? You've got to start asking yourself that question. Sometimes somebody takes you out for dinner, saves you from cooking. How do you show your appreciation? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Show that appreciation. Go a bit further than, just saying thank yous and everything like that. And appreciation sometimes for people, thank you might be enough for some people. But then again, what do you do to show that, yes, I really did appreciate it. Yes, I appreciate this man. What is it that you do? Ask yourself. Find out from, talk about things. Be open to yourselves and talk about things that give you information. Communication is a very, very important thing. Sometimes just to sit and talk is something that you could be very appreciative because it gives you information. Now, we've waffled along this because I wanted to open a discussion and debate. And I want to see what women have to say, how they show their appreciation. I want to see how men want to see what they expect as in terms of appreciation. So let's discuss that. Please put your comments in the comments box below. And those of you that haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing a lot more of these topics because Like I said earlier on, I'm not going to be the expert that gives you the magic wand answer to say you do this, you do this. I want to challenge you, each and every one of you, to be able to ask yourself the questions. I mean, look at it. Look at yourself. You know yourself. You know yourself better than anybody else. You know when your partner buys you something. You know your partner does something for you. You know that you know fully for yourself. I have, you can only ask yourself, have I shown myself enough appreciation? Have I shown him enough appreciation? Does he feel appreciated? That's things that you know. And we can't, from wherever we are in this realm of the world, we can't know. But at least you can ask yourself those questions. And that's the main aim. I want to touch nerves, and I want to be able to twist things so that you think for yourself, build for yourself, and know fully whether you are showing appreciation, you are determined, or are you growing that relationship by showing appreciation, or are you killing off that relationship by not showing appreciation? So like I said, put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe if you want to. Those of you that don't want to be seen to be commenting or have a lot more to say, and see how maybe we might develop this particular topic down the line in the future, please feel free to be able to send me an email. My email is nawasivongo@gmail.com. My email again is nawasivongo@gmail.com. That's spelled NAWASIBONGO@gmail.com. Feel free to email me, and if you want to talk privately with me and that sort of thing, just let me know you want me to speak with you privately. And please be assured, anybody that sends me an email, unless you specifically say that you want to be quoted or you want reference made to yourself as name, I will keep that keep that private. It's all anonymous, so I won't be mentioning names and anything like that. So please remember, it'll be confidential, and I'll always keep it as that. But then if you want to discuss with me one-on-one, I'm quite happy to discuss with you one-on-one. Remember, I'm not professing to have the magic wand. I'm just saying we can learn from each other. I will learn from you. You will learn from me, hopefully. And then from there on, we'll be able to, develop, things that we can probably, share with other people. And hopefully other people around the world will be able to sort of utilize in their relationship, utilize in their marriages, and hopefully we can pick each other up and have a beautiful and better world. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. Take care and enjoy the rest of the day wherever you may be. Take it easy, and both men and women show appreciation. Peace and love.